check or X, like, it still will help me a little bit. So if you don't mind doing it, but you don't have to total or do anything like that. I will get you to hand it in. Okay, that way you just know right away, right now, after having done it, whether or not you're on the right track. So the Dwayne Johnson, my favorite guy, right? Question here. So, right, I'm under spots it at first at 50 degrees angle of elevation, keeps going 200 yards. Now it's 60 degrees, right? Which allows you to bring in the 120, which allows you to get that 10. And now you have a pair in there. So you figure out, this is a one-step question, right? So you just figure out the direct distance from the second spot, which should be 882.29. Now you have that side, you multiply by sine of 60 to get your height. Okay, so go check mark or X at least. You don't have to go too much in detail. I will take it from you and mark it, okay? Then the next one here, it involves the speed. I'm very sure that I had at least, if not gone over it, I assigned a question with speed, right? Except for it's kilometers per hour, miles per hour, same idea. And it's after 3 hours, right? So 3 times 20 is 60 miles for boat A, 75 for boat B. It doesn't matter which way your boats are going. We don't know, right? But we know that there's 110 miles in between them after those 3 hours. So we want this angle here at the port between the two lines. And so you get 108.63. Okay, so that would be, I would say 1.5 for diagram, because you have to do a little bit of extra work to put in those numbers, and 1.5 to figure out that angle. Backside, I'm just going to go all the way up to 3, 4, and 5 are previous units, right? I'm not too worried about those. I looked at the diagrams, they looked promising, so I don't know if the work is also good, right? So this is the scenario, this is the balloon. Some of you did an excellent balloon, awesome, yeah. So that's 65 to one side, 45 to the other side. If you flip-flop them, doesn't matter, right? You're still going to get the same distance here. But this is what the diagram requires. So that would be a 2 mark. I'm assuming you put these numbers in here, right? The 45 and 65 came down like that. You split it into X and Y. You work with X. You get that. You work with Y. I don't know if you noticed that that's an isosceles triangle. If you caught it, it would have saved you a lot of time, right? Because if these two angles are the same, that means that the sides across them are also the same, right? So this is 9,000 here. If you did the work and you figured out that it's 9,000, it's still okay. But right, left side is equal to right side on that side when you set it up. And so X plus Y, whatever you got here, if you add it up, that would also be a full mark there. So that's 13,196.77 feet. All right. Just focus on the steps right now. First and foremost, if you can focus on that. And then the conversion would have been whatever you got here, it would be 4.02 kilometers. And regardless of which method you use doing the backwards method, you get 40 sides. So those I will consider bonus because I figured out I made this a bit too long for my liking. So we're